Hello and welcome. Today it's fitting a door panel. Yes, one panel and one day. Here are the parts needed. The reupholstered panel with a loose tray, the vapor barrier, the pull handle, which I think is from the other side door, and the fitting screws. And these are the outer window seal clips, and that is the outer window seal. And that is the inner panel top finisher, and that goes on the top of the panel, obviously, and it's held on with these tiny little screws. Oh, oops. Okay. That's the lock handle surround, and that's the lock handle, and that's the front of the door wiring hole surround, door opening handle trim, rear reflector, opening stop, and of course the handle and a few other bits and bobs. Slide the rail over the top of the panel and secure with the 6 screws. Now these little screws thread into the metal trim and just poke into the plastic to stop the trim falling off. They don't actually screw into the plastic, they just poke into it. There's a hole to slide the window seal clips onto the door frame, and then you can move them along into position. The clips need to slot over the metal behind that rubber, so make sure this is possible. Let's fit the door latch. Importantly, I had labelled the driver's door. The locks operate in different directions on either side, and I sprayed some WD on it as well. As usual, one of the 3 fixing holes is blocked by the door latch. So I tightened the 2 easy bolts, and then I was determined to get the 3rd nut on without removing the door catch. Well, that didn't work, so I tried from underneath and did manage to catch it. I tightened the last 8mm bolt with an open ender. The next fumbling job was to get the door lock connecting rod pressed on to the ball and hole joint. I did get it on in the end, and I used the interior light to check it was properly in place. Next, the door catch was secured with 3 nice new 10mm bolts. Drop the window in and engage in both side runners. Fix the window to the bracket. Fit the plastic trim to the door hole at the front of the door and then pull the wires through. Connect them up and test it. Fit the vapor shield. Push the doorstop through the door and bolt it on. Then remove the courtesy light switch you installed earlier, protect the paint and knock the pin in place. If you don't remove this courtesy switch, you will break it, you'll break the pin off. Well, I would anyway. You will notice the masking tape protecting the new paint. Fit the door card hooked behind the lock connector. There's a little screw there, as you know. Don't bang the knick-knack box, it'll break. Now fit the inner window seal. You can see the inside of the door through this space. I would suggest painting it black after fitting the vapor barrier. Take your new AE car buttons and fix the rear plastic seal cover in place. Don't forget the collar and fit the door handle first and test it too. The corner of the box has broken, as they often do, so a bigger washer will secure that. Top front self-tapper with its collar. It's an idea to secure the screw to the screwdriver for the screw behind the lock button, because if it drops down the lining, you've got to take the whole lot off to get it. There's a third smaller screw under the handle, but this is the last one now, and we'll slip its cover on. And that is that. That's quite a long job, and I thank you for watching it all the way. So we'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye bye.